Hi viewers, you're all welcome to our channel today. A shout out to all our previous subscribers. You all are amazing. And if today is your first time of coming across this channel, do not forget to press that subscription button on any devices at all you're watching me from. I'm your regular presenter on this channel. My name is Blessing Eya. Before I dive into our discussion today, I want to acknowledge all the questions that was sent to my DM and to let the concerned persons know that I will make a separate video on answering of questions. That will be after the part 2 and part 3 of saying no to premarital sex. Let's dive into the part 2, which says, why does God say no to premarital sex? Why does God say no to premarital sex? It is because it's a sacred gift meant to be enjoyed within the context of marriage. Marriage itself is seen as a sacred institution ordained by God, a covenantal bond between a man and a woman, and sexual intimacy is seen as part of that union. Our emphasis always is from the Bible. In Hebrews 13 verse 4, the Bible speaking and said, marriage is to be honored by all, not one person, not one party. And it says, husband and wife are to be faithful to each other. God will judge anyone who commits immorality or adultery. And in verse 5 of that same chapter, it says, keep your life free from the love of money and be satisfied. The love of money has done us more harm than good in this generation. You see, some lady out there will tell you that, yes, they got involved into premarital sex because they need to keep that man. It's a dream husband, is the kind of man that every woman wants to be with. Yeah, if it is, it's not bad. God has made him so. And so therefore, if it's for you, you don't have to do something of that nature before the real thing, before it finally come your way. No. God made you to know that person for a purpose. And do not do his work. Allow his will to come to pass. Just play your part. Be submissive, be humble, be good, be nice, and allow God to finish the work. Don't go ahead of him. And you see some married couple out there, some married women will like, I kept myself and for this man, and now he's messing up in our matrimonial home. I have to do the same thing. You will do the same thing means you have revenge. The battle is not yours, it's of God. Just take it to God in prayer, and you will see that you will live in that marriage to see the end of it. You will live to see the end. The battle will not see your end. You don't have to go and mess up out there because the man you married to is messing up. Remember what the Bible says in that same Hebrew 13 verse 14. It says the marriage is to be honored by all, and it says anyone who commits immorality or adultery will be judged. So therefore, you don't have to pay back by going to that extent. Well, I believe we got value from my message today. And our take home today on life covering is salvation is a personal thing. And so, don't follow the crowd to do the wrong thing. Don't follow the crowd to do the wrong thing. Be that person that will stand out. For salvation, I repeat, is a personal thing. Thank you, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share until I come your way again. Thank you.